Hey everyone, let me ask you something. When you hear the word Chinese mechanical watch, what comes to your mind? Cheap, disposable, or maybe something you would never compare to Swiss or Japanese watches? Today I want to slow things down because this watch quietly challenges this idea. This is the Seagull Ocean Series, a real automatic dive watch with a high beat mechanical movement, sapphire crystal, solid stainless steel construction, and serious water resistance. This is not a fashion watch, this is not a trend piece. This is a watch that wants to be taken seriously. Let's take a deep look. Let's start with the unboxing. The packing is simple and honest. No fake luxury, no loud branding. Inside the box, everything is practical. You get the watch, a solid metal bracelet already installed, and the watch box. This already tells you something important. Seagull is not trying to impress you with the presentation. They are focusing on the product itself. The watch comes well protected with film on the case and crystal, so nothing gets scratched during shipping. First impression when you lift it, weight. The watch feels solid, not uncomfortable, not exaggerated, just serious. Before we even talk about specification, there is something important to say. This watch does something many watches fail to do. The moment you hold it, your brain stops comparing. You stop thinking about price, brand, or country of origin. Instead, you focus on one thing: feel. The weight is dense, not hollow, not thin. When you tilt it in your hand, nothing rattles, nothing flexes. The bracelet does not feel like an accessory. It feels like part of the case. This is not easy to achieve. Many watches look solid but feel empty. On the wrist, this watch feels confident. The case diameter is around 44 mm and the lock to lock is just over 50 mm. On paper, that sounds big, but in reality, the preparations are very well balanced. The case thickness is around 13 mm, which is reasonable for a dive watch with this level of water resistance. The watch sits flat, does not wobble, and feels stable when you move your wrist. This is a watch that feels like it belongs on the wrist, not one that tries to show off. The case is made from 316L stainless steel. This is the same steel used by many Swiss brands. The brushing on the case is clean and even. Edges are well finished, nothing feels sharp or unfinished. The crown screws down smoothly. No grinding, no resistance that feels wrong. This matters for a dive watch because water resistance is not just a number on paper. It is about how the parts work together. And here, everything feels properly engineered. Let's talk about things you usually only notice after a few days. Run your finger slowly along the side of the case. There is no rough transition, no unfinished corners. This tells you something important. The case was not rushed. The brushing is consistent. The grain is even. The light, the surface does not sparkle aggressively. It absorbs light softly. This is the sign of confidence. Tool watches should not scream, they should work. And this one understands that. Now let's talk about the bezel. This is an aluminum bezel insert, not ceramic. Some people see that as a negative, but aluminum has advantages. It feels lighter, it has a classic dive watch look, and if it scratches, it adds character. The bezel rotation is firm, not loose, not sloppy. It is not overly aggressive either, which means it is usable, not annoying. The markings are clear, easy to read, and properly aligned. For real dive timing, this does the job. Now let's look at the dial. Nothing here is decorative for no reason. The markers are applied cleanly, spacing is correct, alignment is precise. The hands are well proportioned. They are not oversized, they are not thin. At a glance, your eyes land exactly where they should. These matter more than people think. A good dial reduces effort. You don't read the time, you recognize it. That is good design. The crystal here is sapphire. That means strong scratch resistance, clear visibility, long-term durability. Under different lighting, the dial remains readable. The hands are well sized, the markers are clean. You don't have to search for the time, you see it instantly. This is exactly what a tool watch should do. The lume is functional. It is not the brightest in the world, but it is usable. After charging under light, the hands and markers glow evenly. In the dark, you can still read the time without effort. For a watch in this category, this level of lume is acceptable. Now we get to the most important part. Inside this watch is the Seagull ST2130 movement. This is a high-beat automatic movement running at 28,800 vibrations per hour. What does that mean in real life? Smoother second hand, more stable timekeeping, mechanical feel you can see and feel. This movement has 28 joules automatic winding and hacking seconds. When you pull the crown, the second hand stops. That allows precise time setting. This is something many people overlook, but it matters. Accuracy-wise, this movement performs very well for its class. It is reliable, it is proven, and it is fully mechanical. If this same movement comes from Switzerland, the price of this watch would be very different. There is another thing worth mentioning. When you wear this watch for a few days, you notice something subtle. The movement feels calm, it does not feel stressed, it does not feel fragile. When you move your wrist, you can feel the rotor doing its job, quietly, smoothly. This is not a cheap automatic feeling. This is the feeling of a movement that has been refined over time. The bracelet is also made from 316L stainless steel. It feels solid with a reassuring weight. The clasp is secure, and once adjusted, the watch stays exactly where you want it. There is no half links, so getting a perfect fit may take a little time. But once you find it, the comfort is very good. Here is something rarely discussed: sound. When you move your wrist, you hear a very soft mechanical presence. Not noise, not distraction. Life. The second hand moves smoothly thanks to the higher bit rate. It does not jump, glides. These small things create emotion, and emotion is what makes people keep a watch long term. This watch has 20 bar water resistance, that is 200 meters. This means swimming, snorkeling, daily water exposure, no problem. Just remember, screw the crown properly, avoid hot water, and treat it like a mechanical instrument. This is a real dive capable watch, not just a desk diver. Some watches impress you immediately, then fade. This one is different. The longer you wear it, the more it makes sense. You stop checking it, you stop thinking about it, it becomes reliable. And that is the highest compliment for a tool watch. You trust it. So what makes this watch special? It is not perfect, no watch is, but it is honest. It does not pretend to be something else. It does not rely on marketing hype. It focuses on solid engineering, real mechanical movement, proper materials, and long-term use. This is a watch you can wear every day, a watch you don't worry about, a watch that quietly earns respect over time. If you care about mechanics, real watchmaking, and value for money, this Seagull Ocean Series deserves your attention. This watch does not try to convince you, it lets the quality speak. And once you feel that quality, it is hard to forget. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive, let me know your thoughts in the comments. And if you want more honest, detailed watch reviews, consider subscribing. Mechanical Moments. I'll see you in the next one.